Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for another episode of the Optimize Wealth podcast. My name is Lance Norquest, investment advisor with Bellwether Wealth, and today we're focusing on the difference between building a successful business and building personal wealth, and why making that shift intentionally matters. There's a distinction here that doesn't get discussed enough. Business success does not automatically equal financial freedom. You can have a company that's thriving, growing revenue, strong valuation, solid leadership, and still not have clarity, liquidity, or long-term security in your personal financial life. Why? Because most founders stay in what we call operator mode. Operator mode is powerful. It's how businesses get built. You reinvest everything. You double down, you take concentrated risk, you focus on growth. Every extra dollar goes back into expansion. New hires, new markets, new opportunities. That mindset is exactly what creates enterprise value. But the habits that build a business are not always the habits that build durable wealth. Entrepreneurs are wired to concentrate. Wealth requires diversification. Entrepreneurs are trained to scale. Wealth requires preservation and planning. At some point, the question has to shift from how big can this business get to what does the business need to do for my life? That shift usually happens as companies mature. Early stage is about survival and scale. Take risks, move fast, reinvest aggressively, but mature stage is different. Now it's about optionality. It's something, if something unexpected happened, am I financially secure outside of this company? If I choose to slow down, could I? If an attractive offer came tomorrow, would I be ready financially, structurally, emotionally? Many owners are incredibly wealthy on paper, but their net worth is almost entirely tied up in the business. If your net worth and your business are the same thing, you don't truly have wealth, you have exposure. And this is where deeper work begins. Because building personal wealth isn't just a financial exercise. It's a life strategy. It starts with clarity. What does financial independence actually mean to you? Is it time flexibility, generational wealth, philanthropy, retaining ownership but reducing risk, or exiting entirely? You can't design a liquidity strategy until you know what it's meant to fund. Exit decisions shouldn't be driven purely by valuation. They should align with family readiness, personal identity, and long-term goals. Because liquidity is not the same thing as freedom, an exit without a coordinated plan can create as much stress as it removes. This is where integrated advisory really matters. Most business owners have advisors. They have a CPA, an estate attorney, maybe an investment banker, a wealth manager, but very few have coordination. Very few have someone stepping back and asking, how does enterprise value translate into financial independence? What does this look like after taxes? What does sustainable cash flow look like post-transaction? How do we reduce concentration risk without sacrificing opportunity? How do we protect the family while preserving flexibility? Enterprise value is a scorecard, while personal wealth is a strategy. And the transition between the two doesn't happen automatically. It requires intention. Think of it in 3 phases. First, you build human capital, your skills and expertise. Second, you build enterprise capital, your business. But the third, financial capital, is where value gets converted into diversified, durable wealth. Most founders master the first 2, but very few intentionally design the third. And that third phase is what creates long-term security and financial freedom. Because growth creates wealth, strategy preserves it. Success is building a valuable company. Wealth is building a life you control. And the earlier that shift becomes intentional, the more options you create for yourself and for the people who depend on you. If you have questions or would like to discuss how to intentionally transition from business success to personal wealth, please reach out by calling our office at 402-476-8844 or by visiting our website at bellwetherwealth.com. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Lance Norquest with Bellwether Wealth, and we'll see you next time on the Optimize Wealth Podcast.